am Ebony Dubois. I run Mentoring Through Collaboration, and I teach other companies different methods, different things that might help them as far as procedures, policies, and anything that might grow their business. And I help them get unstuck when they get stuck. That's one of the things that I tell companies all the time. I need you to go get stuck and then reach out to me so I can help you get unstuck and get you where you need to be in your business. So if you are a compiler of data, you probably wouldn't enjoy working with me because I'm all about results. I'm all about making progress, and I can only make progress if you want to make progress. Mentors don't make you. We simply push you and guide you into certain directions. And if you want to put in the work and you know how valuable the education is and everything that we can give you, then you will grow, you will develop, you will blossom. But it isn't because we did something, it's because you took the time to put the work in. So I just want to be very clear that when we ask something of you, it's just because we've already been there and we're looking to help fine tune you, okay? It's like an artist who takes a block of wood and they carve out something from that block of wood. When that happens, they often say that the artwork was already there, they just uncovered it. And that's what coaches and mentors do. We see the potential, we see what's there, and we help you make that connection. So that is what I do. That is who I am. I've been doing this since the 90s. I started out in the military as a financial NCO, that's a non-commissioned officer, and I had a battalion of people to train, and that battalion was huge. It had 1,000 people in it, and I would put them all into a training environment in an auditorium, and I would teach them about credit. I would teach them the do's, the don'ts, and what they needed to know. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you lose your high rating in credit, you could lose your security clearance, which means you could lose your job in the military, okay? If you lose your job in the military, then you lose the means to care for your family. You lose the means to take care of everyone that you love and to build the legacy that you've been planning to build for your family, okay? So I need you to know and understand how important it is that credit stays decent, stays above board, and everything is conducted in an orderly fashion, okay? If not, then people who work at banks, governments, military, they will lose their clearance, lose their livelihood. So when a military person comes to you with this problem, you have to be swift. You can't be a slacker. And if you could just be honest with who you are, if you're brand new and they tell you their clearance is on the line, please pass them to another company because their livelihood of their ability to feed their family is on the line at this point. So I would like for you guys to take things a little more serious when military come to you that have security clearances, because if you're going to miss sending out the time frame, if you're going to miss the phone calls and you're not going to do what needs to be done, all I can say to you is, how would you feel if someone took that away from you and you lost that ability, okay? So I hope that that doesn't happen. And I hope that you understand where I'm coming from and what that means, okay? So now that I've said all that, you've got an idea of who I am because you know I'm very direct. I just had a very direct conversation with you. So you know exactly who I am now, and that is who I am at all times. I'm going to always be honest with you. I'm going to always be respectful to you, and I'm going to always be open and reachable to you so that you can go ahead and find out what it is you need so that you can grow your business to be great, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about some student loans. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you some things, and I'm going to do mine a little bit differently than any of you who've ever been into my training before. I normally train by PowerPoint, but today I've decided to train by Blueprint, and it's not going to be the typical format that you're used to. So I'm going to ask you to be a little flexible, think a little bit outside the box. And as you think outside the box a little bit, I'm going to do a little bit of maneuvering, and I'm going to do my best to keep you on board with how I'm moving and what that looks like to me and why it looks that way to me. So When I tell you I'm going to train by blueprint, it basically means I'm going to train by SOP.